Hi, everybody from Dana Point, California. It's Mary. How are you? So today we are going to talk about sugar, and I'm going to bring out my most favorite prop, the sugar cube. I love using these little sugar cubes. So here's what you need to know, is that in every one of these little sugar cubes, it's 4 grams of sugar. So when we're looking at a nutrition label, and we're taking a look at our serving size and all that kind of thing, and we're looking at grams of protein and fat and sugar, for this exercise, we will know that if something has 12 grams of sugar, it has 3 of these cubes, looking like this, 3 cubes. 1, 2, 3. So whatever number is on that label, you just divide by 4 because there's 4 grams in this cube. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I prepared a little slideshow for everybody. And this topic is on sauces, like, barbecue sauce. So let's take a look at this. All right, so I just pulled out what I had in my fridge. Although, today in my fridge, I have Guy Fieri also. This is our new favorite barbecue sauce. But what I had the other day was our Trader Joe's barbecue sauce and Stubbs, 2 different kinds of barbecue sauces. The serving size was the same on both of them, 2 tablespoons. So you'll see I put that in a little container here. 1 cube of sugar in Stubbs, so that's 4 grams of sugar per serving. And this one is 10 grams of sugar per serving. And our Guy Fieri that we love so much, 9 grams, so a little bit less than this. So he's definitely a special treat for sure. So here's the thing. 2 tablespoons is our serving size. So when you're thinking about if you put barbecue sauce on a burger, or if you're making ribs or barbecue chicken, how much you're slathering on, and then during cooking, and then you're, dipping it. Maybe you like to dip other foods in barbecue sauce as well. You have to really be aware. So this is one of those things I would highly recommend. You measure out in a little dish, and that's it. That's what you put on your food. So consider that. The other thing I want you to know is that from a weight loss perspective, if you have to choose between sugar and fat, like something is higher in fat versus higher in sugar, always go to the fat side, because sugar is one of the worst things possible for weight loss. So that's why we're showcasing this. Okay, dipping sauces. There's other things, like if you're barbecuing fish, we love this roasted pineapple and habanero sauce. You can get it at the Costco. And sometimes we like to have, we'll make some steamed pot stickers, and I'll do a little stir fry in my wok, and we usually include this dipping sauce for all the goodies that we make there. So here's the thing. Both have the same serving size, again, 2 tablespoons, which is good, but the roasted pineapple habanero sauce is 4 cubes of sugar per serving. So it's 2 tablespoons, and it is 16 grams of sugar. And so I looked down the label thinking, okay, maybe it's just the pineapple, pineapple has a lot of fiber and all that kind of madness. But no, the first ingredient on the label is sugar, which means they've just added it in to enhance the flavor and all that. The stuff's delicious, but it's like candy a little bit. So I would maybe remove that from the menu choices, or be very sparing with it. Very sparing. I know my mom is like so sad right now because this is one of her favorite sauces right here. All right, so this dipping sauce, by contrast, per serving, 2 tablespoons, has 4 grams of sugar, just 1 cube. So that's pretty cool. I love that. So dip away with your steamed dumplings, I guess. All right. Hot sauce. I love this hot sauce thing. Okay, so sriracha or sriracha aioli. So what is sriracha aioli? It is like a mayonnaise that you can put on sandwiches or that sort of thing. So each now I'm going to have to look at my fridge. I can't believe I'm going to get up and do this, but I'm going to. I have to look in my fridge because I know that there's a difference here. Oh, so the serving size for the sriracha is 1 teaspoon. So I wanted to make sure that these were the same serving size. So I said, okay, who has 1 teaspoon of sriracha? Nobody who's a sriracha lover. So let's just move it to a tablespoon, which is what the serving size is for this aioli. So the sriracha has 1 cube of sugar for a tablespoon. So 4 grams of sugar. It's 1 gram per teaspoon. And the aioli has half of that. This is half of a cube, so just 2 grams of sugar in a tablespoon of serving size. So what does that mean? So that means if you're a hot sauce lover, like you like to put a lot of hot sauce on your scrambled eggs, let's say, or inside your chili or whatever it is, you just want to be aware of how much you're putting on. If it's a tablespoon, that's kind of a lot. So a teaspoon, that's not so bad. So the sriracha thing is a good deal. And we recommend trying that and using that to spice things up. All right, barbecue time. So if you think about all of the things that you like to put on, let's say a turkey burger or some sausages, some turkey or chicken sausages on the grill, right? Ketchup. Who doesn't have a ketchup lover in their house? Ketchup on everything. I know my son is like that. And we can cook a beautiful steak and he'll put ketchup on it. I can't stand it. So ketchup, pickle relish, yellow mustard, Dijon mustard. So you notice the space in front of the mustard is empty. That is because there's no sugar in mustard. That's why you will hear oftentimes people say, instead of using mayo, use mustard. And that's a good opportunity. Or instead of using ketchup, use mustard. Completely different flavors. You kind of have to do that thing. But here's the thing about ketchup. A serving size is 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon. And in 1 tablespoon, there is 4 grams of sugar, 1 of these cubes. So you could just have a little tablespoon and just plop 1 of these sugar cubes in it. That's what you're eating when you eat ketchup. So think about when you have turkey burgers and fries, or if you're, some people like ketchup on their eggs in the morning for a breakfast snack or what have you. So this is again a place where I would measure out your ketchup and say, all right, that's how much we're using. And you might be thinking to yourself, really? Like, why? Because it matters. That's why. Because these little things can sneak up on you. So let's say one day you have, or in a week, you barbecue some chicken breast one night and use some barbecue sauce and you just go for it. And then the next night you have some burgers on the grill and you make some french fries in the oven and you just go for it on the ketchup front. Like, you do that a couple times a week and all of a sudden you've added more calories and more sugar to your diet than you really need. And that sneaks up on you in a crazy sort of way. So that's why you want to pay attention to it. So the same with the pickle relish. I love pickle relish. I really love Famous Dave's pickle relish. But a tablespoon is 4 grams of sugar. So imagine if I'm having a sausage and I slather on the ketchup and I slather on the relish. Now I'm eating at least 2 cubes of sugar in my meal, in just that one food item. We just want to make sure that that's what we want to do. That's kind of the point of this whole thing. So that is our, let me see, there we go. I'm going to move myself to this full screen. That is our show for the day. So your challenge, as you go through the weekends, maybe you're going to have some barbecuing, maybe you're going to enjoy a little stir fry, depending on what's happening in your schedule. It's still warm here in Southern California, so we're definitely going to be barbecuing. Think about the kinds of things that you're using to complement your foods, sauces, and all of that kind of stuff. And what kind of sugar's in them. And do me a favor and put your comments below and tell us what kind of condiments or sauces or spreads are your favorite, and what's their sugar content, their serving size and their sugar content, so that we just sort of raise some awareness. All right. Later on this week, we're also going to do the same little exercise with things that are high in fat, like salad dressings. Oh, and we're also going to take a look at yogurts because we all like to eat yogurt, but not all yogurt's created equal. So we're going to take a look at that too. All right, so that's just a forecast of what's coming up. Put your comments, your favorite sauces and spreads below, and the sugar content, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.